When it comes to mobile gaming, I usually play about 1 to 2 games very regularly, and then the rest I kind of rotate in and out. But I also need that one game that I play in between other games that's just a really casual experience and fun to just hop on, grind out, and then hop off. Now, Knight's Edge definitely has that feeling for me. Let's get right into it. Knight's Edge is very polished when it comes to its art style and its sound design and its animations, and I really like the game's UI. It's very organized and simple to understand and maneuver through. I really like how polished this game is. Now, the gameplay of Knight's Edge is kind of PvE and PvP. Now, the majority of the time you're playing this game, you are going to be racing against another team of 3. So there's 2 teams of 3, your team and their team. Now, you will not see them at all throughout your playthrough, but you will be going through these dungeons, and these dungeons have little gated areas, and you have to defeat all of the enemies before you move into the next area. Eventually, you will run into a boss that you have to defeat as well. So it's a race to tear through all of these enemies, and once you get to the end and defeat the boss before the other team, then you win. And so it's pretty interesting. It has a cool little competitive element, but it also just feels like you're cooperating with your team and not really worried about what the enemy is doing. You're just trying to do your best, which I like. What I really ended up enjoying about this gameplay is that throughout these dungeons or these little gated areas, there are types of traps and things that you need to cooperate with your team in order to overcome. So maybe there's enemies that are locked in the middle of this locked area, and there's buttons on the outside. So there's one button, so one of your teammates needs to stand on that button, unlock the gate to the middle area, and then one of your teammates needs to go in there and then unlock it for the rest of you so that you can go in and kill all these enemies. So there's little tiny simple cooperative elements in there that really mix up the gameplay and make it feel like you're not just soloing this dungeon by yourself. You really do need your teammates, and it's fun, and I haven't really seen anything or felt anything like this in a multiplayer game on the App Store in a long time. Once you win or lose, you get in-game currency. Now, after the end of a match, you will have all these tasks and quests that you may have completed that you can collect and gain even more rewards. And there's just always something that you're earning, and you feel this constant state of progression. Now, unfortunately, the Clash Royale monetization system is here where you have to gain multiple copies of items and cards in order to unlock them, level them up, and upgrade them. Now, this is pretty good when it comes to free-to-play. You feel like you're always constantly making progression, but that does make it very pay-to-win because someone could just buy the chests with these cards in it and level up crazy fast in comparison to someone who's just playing the game. However, I don't feel this has impacted my experience as a free-to-play player almost at all, if at all. I've really enjoyed unlocking new gear for my character and trying out all of that new gear, and I love the steady pace of progression mixed with the cooperation element with my team. I feel like this is a slow burn game that you can just play very casually and still enjoy your time with it in between other games, as I mentioned in the introduction before. I highly suggest you guys go check this out if you've liked anything that you've seen or heard in this video. Alright guys, those are my first impressions for Knight's Edge. Don't forget to leave a like and pop a sub, it really helps me out, and I appreciate you watching to the end of the video. I stream mobile games every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Twitch. The link to that is in the description down below, and I appreciate your guys' love on the recent shorts. They really do seem to be very successful, especially for the amount of time and effort I need to put into them, so I really appreciate that too. Don't worry, the normal content's still coming at a steady pace, such as this video. I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe and take it easy.